What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are checking out why you should not move to New Zealand. So we've been looking at Australia quite a bit, but we've never actually checked out New Zealand, so this is going to be a fun one. Let's watch.
It's a very beautiful country with amazing scenery, amazing food, amazing people, amazing everything. You know, we're known as one of the best countries to live in worldwide. However, there are some stuff
Really? It's actually known to be like one of the best countries.
A lot of people don't
Discuss in the comment section below, guys.
know about Auckland or New Zealand in general. That goes unnoticed. And so today in this video, as a Kiwi myself who's born and raised in New Zealand, I will be breaking down and discussing the dark side of New Zealand that no one talks about and that no one shows on the media.
This is gonna be fun.
I don't know if everyone is aware, but New Zealand is known to have one of the highest youth suicide rates in the world. There isn't really much information around why we have such a high youth suicide rate. However, as far as I know, New Zealand does have the highest youth suicide rate. New Zealand also has one of the world's worst records when it comes to bullying in school.
No way, that is horrible. Like, is it actually true? Like, is it one of the worst records like in the world for bullying? Like, bullying is a horrible thing, guys. Seriously, if you you know anything about bullying in school or things like that, you need to make that stuff stop, because it does not end up well, guys.
Bullying is a really big issue that we have going on in schools in New Zealand, so that is something to keep in mind, and that's kind of the reasons why the youth suicide rate is like the highest in the world compared to any other country. It all comes down to a lot of factors, but the main factors that it really comes down to is kids coming from really low class families. So poverty, child poverty is a big issue in New Zealand. A lot of these parents are very uneducated as well. A lot of them haven't been to university, a lot of them are high school dropouts. So there are several factors that play a role into why the youth suicide rate is so high.
Wow, I did not expect this sort of stuff from New Zealand. I don't know, I expected it to be a lot like Australia, but seriously, it's nothing like it. It's crazy.
Another dark side of living in New Zealand is theft is very high here. Okay, if you come to this country thinking that it's super safe and that you have nothing to worry about, I hate to break it to you, but you are wrong. Lately, the crime rate in NZ has been increasing rapidly. Ever since the COVID pandemic hit, our crime rate has literally doubled. So if you are coming here and you are wanting to travel to New Zealand, just keep in mind that you should never ever leave valuables in your car, because it will get stolen. Theft is very high here.
Yeah, so a big crime in like theft. So do not leave your things like unattended. You know, you need to keep your stuff with you at all times. Keep them somewhere safe. That probably a lot of pickpockets as well. So we gotta be careful with all that stuff.
The cost of living is very high, which is why the crime rate is so high. A lot of people don't have jobs here. So you got to keep in mind that the crime rate is going to be high because of that. So I don't want you coming to New Zealand thinking that you have nothing to worry about and that it's paradise here, because it is not. When a lot of people, when they think of New Zealand, they think of Lord of the Rings, they think of paradise. You know,
Lord
that's
of
the
the
media
Rings.
showing that side of New Zealand. They're going to show the good side, obviously, but there is a lot of bad things that happen in New Zealand that the media won't show. And one of the bad things that always happens in New Zealand is theft and youth crime rate, which is at an all-time high.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, in New Zealand, we have a rule and a law where basically, if you're the under age of 16, you can get away with crime, which is why youth crime rate is so high. This is a very dark side of New Zealand that no one talks about. So if anything happened to you, if you got stabbed by a 15, 16-year-old, or you got robbed, or something bad happened to you, they will get away with it. They will face the charges. So please keep that in mind. Now,
It's actually a thing, bro. Like, what about when this like 16-year-old turns 18? Is there no consequences whatsoever about this stuff? I mean, he stabbed the guy. What if he dies? And bro, that's crazy.
our justice system in New Zealand is horrible. Okay, you can get away with a lot of things without facing severe punishment. Crime rate is at an all-time high here, so please keep that in mind. Don't come here thinking that you're going to be fully safe and you have nothing to worry about, because that is not the case at all. Another dark side of New Zealand is the cost of living. A lot of people come here thinking that it's not as expensive as what people have said to them. The wages is here and the expenses is up here. The cost of living is ridiculous. If you're not making at least minimum 26 an hour or 27 an hour, you will not survive in this country.
26 an hour is actually quite a lot. Not gonna lie, that is a lot of money.
Because it is very, very expensive. Keep in mind, a lot of people don't make very high wages here because the economy has been hit very hard, and most jobs and employees are very tight with their budget. So don't come here with an idea that you're going to find a good job with a very high paying wage, because you won't. There are multiple countries that pay way higher wages. Now, I'm not saying don't come to New Zealand and New Zealand's a really bad place to live in. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that these are the things that you got to keep in mind when moving here, because a lot of people have this idea that New Zealand is super safe, super cheap. You know, they think of New Zealand as paradise, but they don't realize that it's not as good as it seems. Okay, yeah, sure, we have like beautiful landscape, sure, we have beautiful scenery, yeah, like Lord of the Rings was filmed here, The Hobbit was filmed here, a lot of great movies was filmed here. We are known as a country that's very beautiful. We are, you know, it is obviously a very great place to be at, but there are just some things that a lot of people don't really know about New Zealand that I thought I just had to get off and let the world know about. Another very, very dark side.
So that's a very helpful that this guy actually comes out and explains the whole dark side of New Zealand. Seriously, I did not know any of this. I literally, as I mentioned before, thought like New Zealand was some sort similar to Australia. It's actually crazy.
Outside of New Zealand is that if you are an aspiring content creator, or you are thinking of putting yourself out there and becoming famous or whatever, this country is the worst place to be in for that. As a content creator myself, I have experienced a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism, and a lot of hate when I try to make content and put myself out there.
Bad for content creators.
Now, New Zealand has this thing called tall poppy syndrome, which basically means that if you are the type of person who is very creative, or type of person who really likes to do things and likes to, you know, really take risks, this place is not the place for that. Okay, if you want to do that sort of stuff, go elsewhere, because the dark reality and the dark harsh truth about New Zealand is you're gonna get judged, and you're gonna get like a lot of hate and criticism if you try to do something that New Zealanders don't like. Take Izzy for example. This dude, no, he's a loudmouth, he talks a lot, he backs it up though. You know, he really does put himself out there a lot, and he's brought it up himself as well. Here's the clip.
It's like New Zealand, we have this I can't, censorship. Where's the swear jar? Now, fuck it, we have this culture. Listen, I'm just serious. We have this culture of tall puppy syndrome, which is messed up. Coming up in this country, I've seen it so many times. When you see one of us rising, you want to tear him down because you feel an.
So there are things that happen in the country that you should be aware of. I hope this video helped. If it did, please smash the like button.
Wow.
Comment down below if you want to see more of these type of videos.
Wow, amazing video by this guy. The channel name is Farhad, posted 2 years ago. I actually really enjoyed that. Let me know what you also thought about this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts, and I'm actually really shocked, and I would love to check out more videos on New Zealand. So if you do have more like video suggestions, guys, send me links in the comment section below. I will be checking them out. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next one. Peace out.